love the Eagles as much as we do, then hit that subscribe button and stick with us at Eagles Nest News for all the drama, updates, and hype all season long. The NFL world has been absolutely shaken by what might be the wildest quarterback move in recent memory. Rumors are swirling faster than a Hail Mary in overtime. Jared Goff, the Detroit Lions' steady-handed leader, has reportedly inked a deal with the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, you heard that right. The same Jared Goff who helped turn the Lions from a perennial underdog into a legit NFC contender might be packing his bags for Philly. The whispers started late last night when a verified insider posted a cryptic tweet showing an eagle emoji next to Goff's number 16. Within minutes, social media went nuclear, fans from both cities clashing online about what this could mean. Some are calling it an upgrade for the Eagles. Others are screaming betrayal for Detroit. The timing of it all makes it even more shocking, considering Goff's chemistry with Amon-Ra St. Brown and that fiery Lions offense. Still, the NFL is a business, and sometimes loyalty doesn't mean much when contracts and cap space get involved. The Eagles, after all, have been desperate to shake things up since their playoff collapse, and bringing in a proven quarterback like Goff could be their boldest gamble yet. Now, let's break down how this supposed deal even came alive. Sources close to both camps claim negotiations have been brewing quietly for weeks, completely under the radar. The Eagles' front office, apparently losing faith in Jalen Hurts' consistency, began exploring veteran options who could bring both leadership and calm to a locker room that's been tense since last season's meltdown. Goff, on the other hand, was reportedly frustrated by stalled contract extension talks with the Lions. Even though Detroit's management publicly praised his performance, insiders suggest there were private disagreements over long-term guarantees and salary structure that might have opened the door for Philadelphia to swoop in, quite literally, with a lucrative offer that Detroit couldn't or wouldn't match. If true, this move could completely reshape the NFC landscape. The Eagles are already loaded with offensive firepower, and pairing Goff with A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith could be a nightmare for defenses. But the question remains, did Goff want out, or was he pushed toward a new chapter by circumstances beyond his control? Fans in Detroit are heartbroken, and honestly, who can blame them? Goff became more than just a quarterback there. He was a symbol of belief, of transformation. When he arrived from Los Angeles in that infamous Matthew Stafford trade, most people wrote him off. But Goff reinvented himself, turned the Lions into fighters, and made Detroit relevant again. His connection with the fans, that gritty attitude, that blue-collar football mentality, it all fit the city perfectly. So hearing that he might leave feels like a gut punch to a fan base that finally had something to believe in. Across social media, Lions fans are posting tributes, thanking him for restoring pride to a franchise that's known decades of heartbreak. Some are in denial, insisting the reports are fake. Others are already speculating about replacements. But let's be real, there's no easy way to fill a void like Goff's. The locker room will feel it too. Dan Campbell, the head coach who's always praised Goff's leadership, reportedly looked visibly emotional during this morning's team meeting, though no official statement has been made yet. Meanwhile, in Philadelphia, excitement is through the roof. Eagles fans, famous for their passion and sometimes their chaos, are treating this like a new era. Imagine that sea of green flooding Lincoln Financial Field, chanting Goff's name, dreaming of another Super Bowl run. The city loves a grinder, a player who earns every yard, and Goff fits that mold perfectly. While Hurts brought athletic flair and highlight plays, some fans felt his decision-making under pressure had regressed. Goff's pocket presence and precision passing might be exactly what the Eagles' offense needs to regain balance. Analysts are already drawing comparisons to Nick Foles' underdog story in 2017, a steady hand leading a talented roster to glory. But make no mistake, Philly is a tough town. Expectations are sky high, and if Goff struggles early, the criticism will come fast and furious. Still, for now, the buzz is pure optimism, a collective belief that this could be the missing piece that takes them back to the top of the NFC. Behind the scenes, agents, insiders, and executives are probably scrambling to control the narrative. No official confirmation has been released by either team, but the smoke is too thick to ignore. Several insiders insist that the deal includes multi-year terms with a hefty signing bonus, possibly making Goff one of the top 5 highest-paid quarterbacks in the league. That's a statement move by the Eagles, one that signals complete commitment to a win-now mentality. Meanwhile, Detroit might be heading toward a rebuild quicker than anyone expected. Speculation is already running wild about potential draft moves or even a blockbuster trade to find Goff's successor. Maybe they target a young arm, someone like Caleb Williams or Drake May, to usher in a new era. Whatever the outcome, this situation highlights just how fast fortunes shift in the NFL. One day, you're a franchise hero. The next, you're a headline rumor shaking up 2 entire cities. The offseason just got a whole lot spicier. And let's not forget how this move might reshape locker room dynamics across the league. Quarterbacks talk, players recruit, and the domino effect could be massive. If Goff really joins the Eagles, you can bet free agents will start seeing Philadelphia as a destination again. Veterans chasing a ring, offensive linemen wanting stability, receivers dreaming of big numbers. They'll all be looking toward that green and white jersey. On the flip side, Detroit might see some players reconsider their future there. Chemistry and trust matter, and losing a locker room leader like Goff could trigger ripple effects throughout the roster. The Lions' defense has been improving, their culture has been strong, but without that stabilizing presence under center, uncertainty looms. It's incredible how one signing, one signature, really, can rewrite so many storylines at once. The NFL thrives on drama, and this one feels like a blockbuster script unfolding in real time, with both cities holding their breath for the next official word. The biggest question right now is simple. Why would Jared Goff choose Philadelphia? According to whispers from insiders, the answer lies in ambition and opportunity. Goff has always been about proving people wrong. When the Rams gave up on him, he went to Detroit and rebuilt his image from the ground up. Now, with the Eagles reportedly offering him a roster stacked with talent and a fanbase hungry for redemption, it might be the perfect stage for his next act. He knows the expectations will be brutal, but that's the challenge he seems to thrive on. Imagine stepping into that huddle surrounded by A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, and Dallas Goedert, with a top-tier offensive line protecting you. It's a quarterback's dream. Add in a defense that can win games on its own, and suddenly, the path back to the Super Bowl doesn't look so impossible. Maybe, deep down, this is Goff's chance to prove that his success in Detroit wasn't a fluke, that he belongs among the league's elite, leading another team to glory. Ambition can be a powerful motivator, especially for a player who's had to fight for respect every step of the way. If we're talking about ambition, we also need to talk about the Eagles' front office. Philadelphia's general manager has built a reputation for pulling off shocking, aggressive moves, and this one fits that pattern perfectly. Just when everyone thought they were going to double down on Jalen Hurts, they've allegedly gone in the complete opposite direction, betting on a veteran to stabilize the offense. The Eagles' window to win is now, and they know it. Their core players are in their prime, the NFC is wide open, and adding Goff could be the piece that ties it all together. But it's not just about stats or arm strength. It's about leadership, composure, and accountability, things that Philly fans have been begging for after last season's meltdown. Reports suggest the Eagles' locker room had some internal tension late last year, with fingers being pointed after key losses. Bringing in a quarterback known for staying calm under pressure could be exactly what this team needs to reset emotionally and mentally. Still, it's a bold gamble, one that could either make the Eagles geniuses or blow up spectacularly if chemistry doesn't click. Detroit's reaction has been nothing short of emotional chaos. Lions fans, for the first time in years, felt like they had a team that could go all the way, and Goff was the face of that hope. Losing him, especially without warning, feels personal. Local radio stations are flooded with calls from angry and confused fans, while sports bars across Michigan are buzzing with disbelief. Some think it's part of a bigger plan, maybe a massive draft rebuild or a sneaky trade for a young quarterback. Others feel betrayed, convinced the front office prioritized money over momentum. You can't ignore what Goff did for Detroit. He changed their culture, gave them swagger, made Sundays in Ford Field electric again. If these rumors turn out to be true, it's more than just a roster move. It's an emotional reset for the entire city. And while Dan Campbell's next man up mentality might keep the team motivated, replacing that leadership presence, that calm confidence in the huddle, won't be easy. Detroit's dream season may have ended sooner than anyone thought, not on the field, but in a contract negotiation gone wrong. Meanwhile, around the league, other teams are watching this saga closely. The quarterback market has always been volatile, but this potential signing could set off a domino effect that reshapes several rosters. Think about it. If Goff leaves Detroit, that's one more opening in the NFC for a talented QB to step in. Maybe a veteran free agent like Kirk Cousins gets a call. Maybe a team starts looking at the draft more seriously. The ripple effect could stretch from top contenders to rebuilding franchises. For the Eagles, this might spark envy across the league. Teams wondering if they should have made their own bold move before Philly did. But that's the nature of the NFL's off-season drama. Every big signing is both a statement and a challenge. If Goff delivers, the Eagles look like geniuses. If he struggles, critics will call it desperation disguised as ambition. Either way, this rumored deal has already succeeded at one thing. It's got the entire sports world talking, debating, and refreshing their feeds nonstop. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our Philadelphia Eagles. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Let's not underestimate what this could mean for Goff's legacy. He's already one of the most polarizing quarterbacks of his generation. Too good to dismiss, yet never fully embraced as elite. This move, if confirmed, could rewrite that narrative. Win in Philly, and he cements himself as one of the few QBs to lead two different franchises deep into the playoffs. Fail, and the whispers return, the same doubts that followed him after Los Angeles. The stakes are enormous. But maybe that's exactly why Goff is doing it. Chasing legacy, not comfort. He's already proven he can rebuild a broken team. Now, maybe he wants to show he can elevate a contender, push a talented roster over the top. Philadelphia is a pressure cooker, but pressure creates diamonds, right? And for a guy who's been doubted more than praised, this might be the perfect storm. The kind of challenge that defines careers and makes fans remember your name long after the final whistle blows. In the end, whether this rumor becomes official or fades into off-season mythology, it's a reminder of why we love the NFL. The drama, the speculation, the emotional highs and lows, it's all part of the show. Jared Goff to the Eagles isn't just a transaction. It's a storyline with heart, tension, and unpredictability. Fans from Detroit to Philly are glued to their screens, waiting for confirmation, dissecting every insider tweet, every cryptic emoji. And that's the beauty of it. Football isn't just about touchdowns or stats. It's about emotion, loyalty, and the wild narratives that make every season unforgettable. If this deal happens, it'll be one of the defining moves of the decade. If it doesn't, well, it still reminded everyone how much one player can mean to a city, how fragile hope can be, and how quickly heroes can become headlines. One thing's for sure. The offseason just became must-watch entertainment. Media narratives and fan conversations are amplifying the hype, with Christian McCaffrey's signing becoming not just a sports story, but a cultural phenomenon in Philadelphia and across the NFL landscape. Analysts are drawing historical parallels, comparing this move to past transformative acquisitions, highlighting the potential for long-term franchise impact, and envisioning playoff runs shaped by McCaffrey's presence. Insider speculation suggests that his influence extends beyond the field, contributing to team cohesion, morale, and professional standards in ways that elevate the overall culture. Social media platforms are teeming with discussion, from playful debates about signature moves and predicted touchdowns to serious analysis of strategic alignments, play calls, and matchups against top-tier defenses. Fans have even begun speculating on McCaffrey's impact during rivalry games, imagining scenarios that could redefine Philadelphia's dominance within the NFC East. Podcasts, sports talk shows, and online forums are flooded with predictions, hypothetical stats, and narrative-driven commentary, reflecting a collective excitement that transcends traditional analysis. Journalists note that the strategic integration of McCaffrey into the offensive system will be watched closely nationwide, as both fans and professionals gauge how his versatility challenges conventional defensive preparations. Ultimately, the arrival of Christian McCaffrey has sparked a narrative that blends athletic excellence, strategic ingenuity, and cultural enthusiasm, positioning Philadelphia at the center of NFL attention and creating a season-long buzz that promises to redefine expectations, excitement, and engagement in every Eagles game. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Philadelphia Eagles, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.